As we're in the midst of the 2024 presidential election, I'd like to zoom out and look at the next couple of decades in U.S. politics. I will attempt to give my completely honest and neutral outlook on the next 5 presidents, all biases aside. I won't be using any data or models for this video. This is solely a prediction based on anecdotal observations and general trends in the U.S. electorate. I am currently making this video in August of 2024. We are just over 1 month away from the first ballots being filled out for early voting. Our first of 5 predictions begins here. Current momentum is trending towards Vice President Kamala Harris. Speculation of Harris being the 47th president began 4 years ago, as Biden was set to become the oldest sitting president in U.S. history. Political betting odds consistently had her around a 20% chance to be the next president, and recently those odds have shot up above 50%. Barring an economic or foreign policy collapse, she should sweep the Rust Belt as Biden did in 2020, and Kamala Harris should win the 2024 election over President Donald Trump. Looking ahead to 2028, we see an incredibly crowded Republican field vying to be the defining GOP figure of the post-Trump era. In the 2020 Republican Iowa caucus, 6 candidates remained: Ron DeSantis, Nikki Haley, Vivek Ramaswamy, Glenn Youngkin, Brian Kemp, and Tulsi Gabbard. Glenn Youngkin secured the nomination in April and began polling ahead of incumbent Kamala Harris. He chose Congresswoman Elise Stefanik as his vice presidential candidate. Youngkin beat Harris in the November 2028 election by sweeping the southern swing states and picking up 2 additional Rust Belt states. President Glenn Youngkin entered 2032 as a heavy favorite to win re-election. The Democratic primary field included Governor Wes Moore, Governor Andy Beshear, Representative Pete Aguilar, and Senators Jon Ossoff and LaFonza Butler. With the economy in good standing, Youngkin was able to win re-election by narrowly holding on to the state of Florida, becoming the first Republican president to win re-election in 28 years since George Bush. The most notable outcomes of this election were Jon Ossoff winning Georgia by 1.4% and Youngkin only winning Texas by 3.4%, setting off alarms for the future of the GOP party at the national level. Fast forward to 2036, Democrat Representative Shontel Brown of Ohio faces off against Republican Lara Trump. Shontel Brown chooses Senator Chris Murphy from Connecticut as her running mate, and Lara Trump chooses Cassie Garcia of Texas. Trump is seen as the last-ditch effort to keep the Republican Party alive on a national level, as Democrats have control of both chambers of Congress. Republicans are able to defend Texas, but Democrats hold on to Michigan and Georgia, propelling Shontel Brown to victory. 2040 sees an incumbent president, Shontel Brown, taking on Representative Anna Paulina Luna of Florida. She appoints Jake LaTurner as her running mate from Kansas, and they win a decisive victory in November of 2040, with Anna Paulina Luna becoming the 50th president of the United States of America. 2 decades from now, in 2044, Texas is the ultimate battleground state. The 2040 census has shown massive demographic shifts, and Texas has gained several more electoral votes. Mayor Aftab Piraval takes on incumbent president Anna Paulina Luna in the general election. The Reform Party makes a return on the national level with ties to conservative populism. Reform runs a strong third-party campaign and takes 8% of the popular vote, hurting Paulina Luna's chances at re-election. A decisive Rust Belt victory gives Piraval the victory in 2044, with him becoming the 51st president of the United States of America. And that concludes my next 5 presidential predictions. If you have your own predictions, please leave them in the comments below. I appreciate any and all feedback, and as always, thanks for watching.